it seems to be that Jesus' second commandment was love each other. And that's one of the important things that I think we need to remember. This is our responsibility. This is not a government responsibility. It's our responsibility to take care of each other. What does Micah 6:8 say? What does the Lord require of you but to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God? So I think our government does have responsibility, and we can deal with that whenever you're ready as a separate question, but I think a lot of this is our responsibility to take care of each other, as LaRon's story just points out. And we have that chance.
As I said earlier, I agree with Elizabeth's statement that this really is an issue that turns on a moral choice. And for me, at least in large measure, that moral choice is informed by my faith. I don't want to undercut what Phil has said, because I know he's got some passages highlighted there in his version of the Bible, but I know that he's going to refer to one of the commandments that says to love your neighbor as yourself. And I only know of 10 direct commandments, where we are directly asked, commanded to behave in certain ways. And for me, that one has certainly been a cornerstone of my life. I think that it's a moral choice which can be informed by our faith backgrounds, our various faith backgrounds. And as I said earlier, while medical questions and political questions and economic questions enter into it, essentially it is nothing more. Maybe I shouldn't even say nothing more. Essentially it boils down to a choice. A choice. If in a nation as wealthy as ours, do we want to provide good stewardship for each other, i.e. collectively loving our neighbors as ourselves by providing health care for everybody, or do we want to make the choice, as our history has been, to allow some people in our society to enjoy the extremely good health benefits and access to health while thousands of us do without?
The whole issue of health care is a pretty big egg to crack. And it certainly is a little bigger than what we as an organization are able to accomplish. I guess just the story I would tell is that when people do come in to see us, one of the questions that we ask them, in addition to asking questions about their income and their family situations and where they're living and their expenses, is we actually do ask people if they have a congregation as a yes or no question. And more than 9 times out of 10, what we hear is no. Because most of the people that we care for or that we are helping do not really feel like they are worthy of darkening the door of a congregation. They don't have money to put in the collection plate. They don't feel like they have the right clothes. A lot of times their families don't look like a lot of the families that they think show up at church. And it's just one more indication that people with no health care, with inadequate resources, are marginalized. And we can talk about haves and have-nots, but being on the have-not side of that equation, when it involves health care, really is just one part of a really big picture of what it means to live life in this country and feel uncared for.